So yeah, man, we're here, we're live. Welcome to the Anton and Vitaliy Versace podcast. We are. Say what?
Where's Vitaliy?
Well, let's try to get him on the line. Let me try to call him again. He didn't answer earlier. So stay there. We're trying Vitaliy Versace, the film producer. Again, welcome to the Anton and Vitaliy Versace podcast. It was terrible this morning. I had yesterday beans and spam. So I cooked beans, spam, and tomatoes. That's what I ate. And then
your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
So then I wanted to go to sleep, and I wanted to eat again. So I ate. Yeah, man, this guy didn't pick up. So I ate some sort of cereal with some dry fruit in it and milk. And in combination with the beans, this morning, I think that's why I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't connect the microphone correctly and nothing.
That's beans? What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, I had to take a dump. So before the show, I really had to go to the bathroom, man. Dude, you told me to call you, yes?
I'm not complaining. I haven't said anything.
Well, yesterday you said to if I want to call you on a show, to call you.
Sure, yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, but why is your the sound so bad?
Yeah, because I have you on speaker. I'm eating.
You are on speaker?
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's no good.
What about now? Is it better?
Yeah, now it's better. Just we have to speak louder. But it's good.
Yeah.
I wonder why this guy is not picking up. But maybe we'll get him a little later. We'll try him again. So how are you, man? You woke up? Now you're gonna stay up?
I'll probably go back to sleep, but I'm eating right now.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know. I don't work until 3 p.m. So.
All right. So you stay on the show and then you go to sleep, dude. I have a picture with you here, with you and Versace and Milos, and this guy Jeff the Drunk from the Howard Stern show.
Wow. That was like 2 years ago.
Do you remember that picture?
Is it the one where he's holding a briefcase?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that picture. Greg Williams' daughter.
That was a good experience with Jeff the Drunk.
I'm sure he had fun.
Huh?
I'm sure he had a blast.
Yeah, he got paid. We had fun. Because I wanted to put the picture here that I got you on the line. Then I have a picture with me and him at the Hollywood sign.
Oh, it was a windy day that day.
Hold on, let me. Versace is coming on the line. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you still there, Elias? I had Elias also, man. He woke up. It's 4 a.m. in California. So let me see. How do I? Let me try to call you both. Okay, hold on.
Home.
This is so complicated to add these people on a trio call, because I don't have a mixer, I don't have anything like that. I really have a very rudimentary broadcasting. Hey man.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, stay there. And that just adds to a waste of time on a podcast. Okay. Until I call these people, they pick up, and then I have to click a button where it says merge calls.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, dude. Welcome to the show. I'm trying to merge these calls and see if I can get you guys both on the line. Elias, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
I can hear you.
So now you're both on the line.
Oh, hey, Tyler. Yeah. Good morning. Morning.
Elias, you gotta speak in a microphone, man. You can't have it on a speaker because we cannot understand you. But yeah, Versace, I was talking to Elias about, I was showing a picture from when we worked all three together on the movie Born Into Mafia 2. And we had a picture with you, Jeff the Drunk, and Milos and Elias.
Alright. Better now?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, good times, man. I remember walking every day to gas station driving RedBull. That's actually what I'm doing right now.
Uh-huh.
Going for a RedBull and then for a coffee. So you kept up with that? Every day you do that? Yeah, man. Twice a day, not every day. Yeah. No. It's been 11 years, man. I started on the Transformers until today, man. Transformers had a sponsorship by RedBull, so they had free coolers, man, for everybody, for the crew, for everybody, man. It was a bunch of coolers. Every corner had coolers with RedBull. That's when I started drinking, man. Actually, I was drinking 3-4 a day at the Transformers. After that, after 2007, kind of liked the taste, and I been drinking it. It's not good, maybe, but whatever. Yeah, I don't think it is. I've heard there's been articles about RedBull only respected. Well, a lot of people that mix it with alcohol and stuff. The combination of those two don't go well together. But I guess it almost feels like RedBull is the sponsorship. George, start your show, man. Start talking about something, man.
Yeah, man, I got you guys. I was just putting your pictures on a screen here. Yeah, the show started. What do you mean? It's just this morning, man, I had a rough time starting the show. Because by the time I got ready, then I had to take a dump. And then I went to the bathroom. And then I came back. This guy just woke up. I couldn't hear him. It was terrible. I didn't connect the microphone correctly. So it was just a terrible start from the beginning. So it's not like the show is on.
Yeah.
What can I say? Casey Affleck, man. Do you know Casey?
Yeah, Ben Affleck's son, brother.
Yeah. On sexual misconduct allegations, Me Too movement, and regret. Casey Affleck got candid about the sexual misconduct allegations against him on the set of the film I'm Still Here. And the Me Too movement, in an interview with the Associated Press, published Thursday. 2 civil lawsuits filed against the actor. They were settled in 2010, and he is feeling sorry. Now he's promoting the Oscar-winning film Manchester by the Sea.
That's last year's promotion, man.
Well, he's promoting 16 hours ago.
Well, it was nominated last year, man. I don't know what you're talking about. This year it's not on the nomination list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Elias has a comment about it. I think Hollywood is sexual, always will be, and it always was, and it's just some people like to cash in on it. So, poor guy, man.
Yeah. There is more sexual assault cases sent to LA District Attorney about Anthony Anderson. You know the guy, it's African American gentleman, very nice actor. If you see his face, you're gonna recognize him if you watch this YouTube stream. But for the listeners, they know Anthony Anderson. And Steven Seagal got a case for sexual assault, and with Harvey Weinstein. Three separate.
Yeah, well, yeah. Steven, man, 20 years ago was accused of many things. So, beating his wife and all this assault. I don't know, man. Like I said before, I'm trying to be positive, but you don't know, man. You're not there, man. So you don't know if this is fake news or people trying to take advantage of something, or it's true, or, you know.
Steven Seagal, there is a story with this guy.
Center? Didn't he go through rehab?
What?
Wasn't this guy, Harvey, wasn't he in rehab? I thought he went somewhere to get
Dude, you gotta speak up, man. I don't know what you use the speak. Where do you keep the mic, the telephone?
Well, it's just down the phone. I hear him good right now, yeah.
No, I was saying that this guy, Harvey, was in rehab, wasn't he?
He's in rehab.
It's possible. We all need to go to rehab.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have issues, man. I mean, George would love to go today to a rehab on Beverly Hills or Malibu right there, so they can give you first class service. Right, George?
Yeah, I gotta get some rehab for smoking. But Steven Seagal, man, there is a story about him. One comedian I listened once. He went in his trailer and he told him, Steven Seagal was there, and he told him, listen, man, I just read the best screenplay ever written. And the guy said, oh yeah, really? Well, who wrote it? I did. That's it. So that's about Steven Seagal, man. Now he got sexual allegations as well. So what can you say? Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is like,
that must have been a good story. Mandy fight scenes help Nicolas Cage recover from broken ankle.
a broken what, ankle?
Yeah, I think he broke his ankle. Dude, I just pulled these stories from the entertainment section. I don't even know why the hell. In the beautiful Berserk revenge thriller Mandy, out September 14, so he's promoting this movie, Mandy. Nicolas Cage, Lumberjack Red, and Andrea somebody, artist Mandy, enjoy a peaceful forest-dwelling existence until it's violently interrupted by a home invasion, masterminded by a cult leader. So a cult leader takes over his family.
Yeah. You're talking about Once Upon a Time in Los Angeles, Hollywood.
No, this is a Nicolas Cage movie. That's a Tarantino movie.
Oh, it's the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's the same concept. Yeah. So it's like, you know, these studios are in a competition, like always. But Nicolas Cage is good, man. He's an amazing actor.
I just watched the film, I don't even remember, but it was very poorly done. It was very independent. It was like my budget movie, kind of mine, I was shocked, man, because Cage was in it. And I couldn't believe how badly it was done, the film. Once in a while, you see these big budget movies, like, I mean, not big budget, it's considered low budget, 20 million, 25, 35 million. But man, it's so bad. It's just unbelievable how bad it is. Like that movie, they spent $25 million on the Escape 2 with Stallone. Okay, part one was okay, it wasn't bad. It had Schwarzenegger in it, they were in prison, they were trying to escape. The man, they give $25, $30 million to this guy, he made unbelievable. I mean, like, Born Into Mafia 2 is better than that, man. I mean, it's so unbelievable. You have to see it to understand. The girls are so bad, actresses in the beginning. I turned off the movie within 8 minutes. I couldn't even watch. My kid is telling me, my older son says, Dad, did you see how bad they made this spaceships, everything, like Mickey Mouse thing?
Yeah.
Did you see that? I said, no, man, I didn't even get to that point. I couldn't even get to that point. I just canceled. I turned it off within 10 minutes, man, and that was like minute 20 spaceships. Or something like that, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the quality, man. It's like Netflix right now dictates the quality too, in a sense. I mean, you see these low quality productions on Netflix that they're doing very well, I guess. So, you know, what do you expect from movies? Like I said, man, movies, they seem like, come on, like series. Didn't we discuss that, Elias, before?
I just watched this documentary. They get someone, it's like a parody almost. They get someone like Beetlejuice, for example, like some guy, and they go and they do these people and like very interesting.
Yeah.
No, man, I was talking about the concept of in the cinemas, you're seeing the movies as a TV show, like the Avengers or Iron Man, Spider-Man, all this. These are just like it's like a TV show.
You mean because it's so many of them, it's almost like so many episodes a season?
Yeah, it's like a season, and this year you're gonna have Iron Man, the Wasp, the Ant, and Spider-Woman.
It's too. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I can't even keep up with all this. I couldn't even watch the Avenger last two. I didn't even go to see it. I admit this where the Wonder Woman was pretty good. Good actress, good play, good film, good quality. I don't know if you ever seen it, but it was very nice. It was Hollywood style. It was sexy and, you know, action and everything.
Yeah. Man, I gotta tell you, this lack of technology is bringing the show to a halt because I lost Elias. Let me call him back right now.
If Elias has to go, man, he has to know that he could just say, I gotta go, and that's it.
No, he didn't want to go. He the call got disconnected, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm really having trouble here. Yeah, it doesn't work, man. I cannot call.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, Jimmy Kimmel leaves Kanye West speechless. Does Trump care about black people?
Yeah.
So
Did
Kanye.
Did you see that between them, or this is just
It's on the news. It's in the news.
Yes, it's fake news, man.
It's fake.
It's fake news. Yeah. Of course, Donald Trump cares about black people, man. He has black people working in the White House, man. He has more black people working in the White House than Obama had.
Right.
There's no. This is just like these people are fighting a battle they cannot win, man. They don't understand this media thing.
Crazy media. Let me try 30 more seconds to call you right back, okay? To hang up and
Dude,
call you back.
this is not a show to run, man. You're going back and forth like this is becoming like
one more trial. One more trial. All right, thank you.
Man.
I'm gonna try to get them both on the line because I'm just obsessed like that. So it seems like once you have the three-way call, then if you lose the call, you have to hang up. To
Please leave your message for 818-430-3434.
Okay. Let's try one more time. He's bringing the show to a halt. But this is the show. What can you do?
Please leave your message for...
So we get Versace back, and that's that. Oh my God, this show is supposed to be relaxing. It's more stressful.
Well, good morning again.
Yeah, well, hi, back. Forget about, Elias next time. But it was good having him on the show.
Yeah,
man, no, it's just Kanye is for Trump, and he was on Jimmy Kimmel. And Jimmy Kimmel is against Trump. And he said, hey, it is Trump against black people, and the guy didn't know what to say. Well, I mean, what do you want?
You said Jimmy Kimmel or Jim Carrey? I thought you said Jim Carrey earlier.
No, Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel and Jim Carrey, these guys, like you said about Alex Jones, man, I think these guys are the clowns. Alex Jones is a better guy. I was just listening on the news before he called, and they were saying how Alex Jones is winning the media, how his app is an Apple is gonna give him back. He's gonna get back on the platform because of this. So many. They did this. They made him more famous, man, by canceling all this. His product sells more. He keeps saying, "Go to my website, buy product." People go on the website, support him, buy his product, go and fighting right now a lot of people for him. But these guys are jokers, man. These guys have nothing else to do. They just are jokers. Jimmy Kimmel is a joker on a daily basis. In the evening, he has nothing else to do. Go on air and just say some comedy. I mean, if you think, man, I watched with Robin Williams, man, in 1980s, 90s, 70s. They were doing this night shows, man. The shows were totally different, man. I mean, the shows, Robin Williams was funny, and it was a funny way to watch a show. Now, man, they just pick on the wrong things, man, like against people. If people vote for this guy, you don't go against people, man, because people watching the show, people paying your bills. But these people are making so much money, and they don't care, man, anymore. Like I told you about Friends, making $20 million a year residuals. So all these people that you said, even Casey Affleck and all these guys, they can actually retire, man, today, and be set making about you could say they would make about 30, 40, 50 million a year in residuals. They don't have to work a day in their life, man. They're fine, man. So they don't care actually about their fans anymore and about the audience. No, but they don't. I mean, I'm a human being person. I like humans. I like I'm positive about everything. But about these guys, I'm positive. And they are jokers, but they are positive. I'm not angry that they are jokers. That's who they are, man.
Yeah, and Alex Jones becomes more famous with his app.
I believe, man, you get more. I believe you get what you deserve, man. In life is like people call karma, people call different ways, but man, you get what you deserve, man. And this guy, you can take bad things negative or positive. So let's say when you looked at this guy losing the network, you went positive. Man, I mean, you went negative. Man, they did this to this guy. Imagine this guy had to pay bills and all this, now they cancel. And I looked at this guy positive. I said, man, this is a good guy, man. He's not the joker. He has a good network. He has a big support. And I went positive on it. So what happened is, from something negative, from something that people tried to destroy, he grew something bigger, better, and nicer. And the guy's going to end up making more money than he was. And this is to you and me, man, to all of us. We got to take the negative stuff and turn it into positive, man, because I believe good people deserve good, it's going to come to them good stuff, man, and bad people, you know, going to get bad stuff in their life if you are a bad person, if you keep doing bad things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Well, man, I'm happy to do this podcast with you every morning. You know, we're here. I mean, we have sometimes technical difficulties. Elias was trying to call me back, but I didn't answer because I didn't want to waste more time on the show. But I'm happy, man, that because I was telling Elias also that we're doing this just for friends, you know, to have a memory and have a talk. After this, dude, I have to go to work. I jump in a car after I hang up the show. And I go to the desk, and I'm gonna be there for 8 hours. Oh my God, answering phone calls.
Yeah, well, life, man. You gotta, you know, it's different things. Like I said, you can turn something negative into something positive.
So I'll just sit there and I'll say, hey, I'm happy to have this job. You know.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have this job.
Well, man, maybe we come up with something and we'll make like the Jenner that makes 45,000 in 2 hours.
How?
That was, I don't know. If she come up with makeup, she come up with a product, man. She come up with something. She doesn't pull this money off her ass, man, or air. She was creative, and of course she had a capital. She had a starter. She has Kanye and Kim and everybody behind her. So she's in the right. She was born in the right family to start her thing. A lot of people wish to have that stuff. So
yeah.
But man, it's an American dream, man. Everybody's in America, and everybody has an opportunity to start the business. Look, man, you started this podcast, man. I mean, this is an opportunity. This is a dream. I have friends who start architectural stuff. I have friends who start directing, friends who start acting right now as we speak. So, I'm surrounded by good people, nice guys. Everybody's trying to achieve something, man. So hopefully one day it's gonna pay off, man. You don't understand, man. Some people's product is their face. Some people's product is their voice. Some people's like Howard Stern's product is his voice on the show. The guy sells billions of dollars, and because of his voice and who he is.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is his face. He goes there, everybody knows he's Tom Cruise, and he makes a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, man. I mean, it could be next year or in 2-3 years, could be your face, my face. You know, my talent, my eye of my weird or interesting filmmaking or special, or people gonna think artistic or nice or all this kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe people gonna get used to my face on LinkedIn here and on YouTube, wherever, and my voice, and they're gonna say, why we listen to this idiot? And then they're gonna change their minds. Let me listen to this guy and see what he has to say. But I guess this podcast has to be grinded. Like I would have to grind this podcast every morning to be here on a show. It doesn't matter what happens, because that's what Howard Stern did. I mean, that's if you want to be like Howard Stern. I mean, you're talking about like a major worker. The guy woke up every morning 4 a.m. and he did 4 hours.
You have to be professional, man. You have to be professional. unprofessional. You can't call people like you. I mean, there's many things you have to work on it, man. It's not just the things, but yeah, man, all this is possible. Everything is possible.
Yeah.
Look, man, you were talking about maybe this podcast or maybe this, and I was listening to radio yesterday, and they were talking about Alex Jones being popular on Periscope, and then I thought of an example right now, because I was shocked. First time when we were shooting Born Into Mafia 2, we were shooting that time on location in San Diego, and I watched Jeff, man. I watched Jeff the drunk sitting on the computer and going on Periscope and getting all these people, supporters for this guy. I like Jeff. I mean, he's a nice guy. But that's not what I'm trying to say. The people liked him that sent him gifts, packages, supported the guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
So here as you go, we were talking about face, voice, liking Periscope or liking this podcast or anything. With the wish list, man, and this guy was getting his wish list always full, man. This is the guy with special needs, but the guy was very straightforward, man, with everything he thinks, and he was running, and then the Periscope canceled him, which is, they're idiots, man. They should have done that. But Jeff, it's a true example, man, that this show or anything you do or anything you can get people who can make your dreams, your wishes come true, man. People can buy you things and support you. And
I know what happened to Jeff. Jeff, with the Periscope, he was very popular. Like when we shot this movie, Born Into Mafia 2, Jeff was on Periscope, like you mentioned. He was really popular, and they were sending him.
He was number 2, I think, on the Periscope. He was before Howard Mandel, man, on Periscope. Believe that. I mean, they were showing the top 10 most popular people on that Periscope, and he was before these people, Mandel and all these people. It was shocking, and the guy is not like a supermodel or something. I'm trying to explain you that it's very coming. It just depends on the person and personality and hard work to become something that they wanted and success, man.
Yeah. So what can you say, man?
So just keep doing whatever you're doing, and hopefully it's gonna pay off later on, man.
Yeah, just to think, okay, you're doing this podcast even though nobody's listening, let's be honest. I mean, we get like, what, a couple of thousand views on LinkedIn and on YouTube when the podcast, I mean, I don't know if it's growing or it's not. I hope it's growing, man. That's the hope.
My opinion, man, is this, you got it on iTunes, you got it on all those things.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion right now is for you to improve a little bit the show, man, so you don't do this cut off, this losses and all this. The show has to look like it's coming from a serious podcast. A lot of little things here and there that are very negative, very non-professional, and
Right.
the technical issues, and all this kind of whatever you just did. That's personal issue. That's like a personality issue. And talking about taking a dump in the morning, that's a personal issue. Like, I mean, you can't talk about this. That's a personality issue. So, I mean, people are gonna like you or dislike you for being straightforward and talk. Jeff talk about all this stuff. Jeff even talk about masturbation and all this stuff. Jeff the drunk on his show, and he was popular. People were laughing and going crazy, man. So, I don't know, man. It depends what kind of audience you're gonna get. Howard Stern, same thing. It's weird. When I saw first time Howard Stern and they were having a farting competition, you actually showed me in LA in 2008. I'm like thinking, wow, man, it's just like crazy how people come up with something stupid like that, man. To have a farting competition in the show and there.
Right. Yeah, Jeff the
So
Drunk
to
is
me,
from the Howard Stern show. I mean, I'm a big fan, so that's why I wanted to make a movie with a guy, and we made a movie. I have a picture with you here and Jeff the Drunk in front of the house.
Jeff is a nice guy. He calls me once in a while and we talk. And I shot for him maybe like 10 music videos, man. The guy likes to sing. He's a nice guy, man. He's a good guy. I would work with him again if he would be some kind of part there, here and there for him. I would put him in a movie again.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, man. So yeah, man.
So how are you this morning, man?
I'm good, man. I want to film some shots in an hour. After I'm done talking to you, I gotta go and film some shots. And then technically, I want to take the rest of the day off, man. Maybe go fishing with my kids or something because the school starts pretty
nice.
soon, and they gotta go. They gotta go to school like in a week or 10 days, something like that. I think the schools are stupid, man, for these kids. I mean, I'm a parent that I'm probably one of the parents only in the whole world that think that summer break should be 9 months and school should be 3 months. I think it should be all around.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids are wasting 12 years till 12th grade in this school, man, for so many months, and there's no. I mean, they hate the school. They hate getting up in the morning. Sometimes I feel bad that I have to force my kids to go to school, man.
Yeah, the school starts in 3 days. I get for my daughter. I'm buying tomorrow. I buy her a laptop. She needs Windows 10 laptop, so I gotta do that.
And that's expensive. I got 3 kids, man. Mine is 17, 15, and 13. So I gotta buy that stuff. And the older they get, the more expensive they get. Right now, yesterday my son said just he needs shoes. They're $180 just the shoes for school.
Yeah.
And you gotta buy a book bags for every kid, the shoes for every kid. I mean, it's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Life is expensive.
When you
But
have
man,
kids.
I'm gonna retire, man, soon from kids, man. I got a few more years, man. They graduate from high school, and they are, I'm kind of retiring from these kids. I got married when I was 21, man.
My daughter, she's 11, man. She's 11 years old, so I have to grind on this podcast and make it successful and I gotta make a lot of money, put her in college, dude.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah.
So this podcast is going to the office, grinding there.
Podcast, the office, make a movie, add a movie, direct a movie, produce a movie, produce a TV show, add a TV show, direct a TV show, whatever comes your way, you gotta do it, man. You gotta keep doing it.
Maybe get some people here, man, from the podcast, listening to us and give us a chance. Some millionaires, so many millionaires, man, in San Francisco now. They are working on. I wanted to talk to you about the poisoning, man. The poisoning in England. We're gonna bring that up in a second. But what was I just saying?
About San Francisco building. You're talking about the apartment building they are building right now.
Oh yeah, in California, man. I have a story here, man. You're not gonna believe this. They wanna split California. One billionaire dude. He wants to split. Yeah. In 3.
I know, South, Central, and Northern. I know.
What is that?
Man, and it's not gonna happen, man. This is insane people talk. This is never gonna be happening, man. They've been talking for years and years to making this Texas their own country, their own separating too. It's never gonna happen. Nobody's gonna allow it. Look, man, and the weird thing is, man, this is the rich people that are too much in the sun, man, in California, that they are sitting too much in the sun and they get into crazy ideas. The whole world, man, right now is getting united. The Europe became one country. The whole world is want to be friends, want to become friends. and this California is thinking to separating. They don't understand then that California, especially South California, if they want to make Los Angeles, South California, or Central, whatever, or LA, California. If you remove the filmmaking from there, if you remove the studios, that becomes desert, man. Those people get those houses and everything worth. It's going to be worth nothing. You don't understand? Everything there in California is supported by entertainment, and so it's just a stupid idea. It's like fake news never going to happen, and let this guy dream. And this is going against the country that is, 300, 400 years old almost, and going against this people that fought for freedom and everything, and they wanna. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But what you were talking about San Francisco, dude, you were talking about different. You were talking about this apartment building that is like $20-something million per apartment.
That's what I think they want to split, man, because there's so many rich people in the some areas of California, and they just want to be independent and keep all the money and everything. You know what I mean?
No.
And what you're saying, yeah, we're going towards globalization, but look at the immigration problem that is going on right now, and everybody, they want to close the countries. Germany, they want to close. Austria, Hungary, Poland, they just closing borders. They want to be by themselves. It's not like
the problem with Europe, Germany, all those countries was they made a mistake, man. And Trump said, "I'm not going to make the same mistake. I'm not going to let all those people." America has a good system of immigration. If people follow the system, the illegal immigrants are not they're illegal. They're breaking the law, and I'm not including illegal immigration. I'm saying legally immigration in this country is being controlled for hundreds of years. They control how many black people, how many white people, how many Asians, and how many of this different cultures have to enter, and they always control them. Man. They close the countries as soon as they got enough of these people. So what's happening is Europe made a mistake. They let too many Muslims and Middle Eastern people not without controlling. They should have let, okay, if you let 5,000 Muslims into Germany, you gotta let 5,000 Ukrainians and Russians and Romanians. So then you balance your immigration. You balance white with black, and you balance the cultures. You balance everything. When you get too much flow, like a tsunami of one race, they kind of like destroying everything on the way. That happened to Paris. That happened to Germany. Then you get this rape. Then you get this disease. Then you get this destroying the streets and properties, because these people have nothing to lose, man. They are not like if you take Europe. Let's say you take European people.
well, you have to make them citizens.
No, but no, they are not citizens right away, man. But you don't understand. That's not what I'm saying. We're talking about culture. For example, man, a guy who comes from Russia or somewhere, like me, for example, or somebody, I like my lawn to be clean, cut grass, trim bushes, trim trees, flowers. I like everything to be neat and clean, like everybody else in America, because we're very close to culture. You get somebody from desert, he looks at the grass. What's this? Oh, this is grass. Wow, it grows here. We never had this grass. So they don't understand this is one small example. I'm just saying that culturally disaster. Like people are, some people are dirty. Some people throw trash on the streets because that's what they do there. It's just totally disaster, man. So when you control with the different countries, you get different cultures into your country. Like Americans have a very good system, and they should keep this system, because even right now they should try to control it more.
No.
And I'm very against illegal immigration, man. We immigrate from Europe, right? But I did legally, man. We all did legally.
Well,
man.
yeah, we immigrated legally, but where all these people gonna go? I mean, they have to go somewhere. If it's war, if the bombs are blowing up on top of your head, you gotta go somewhere,
What are
man.
you talking? Well, man, stop throwing bombs above your head. Be human. What are you talking about, man? The world is so big, man. You can fit the whole world in one state of like Texas. You can fit everybody from the world in one state, or you can fit everybody from the world in any country you want in Europe or in Africa. What do you mean? Where you can go, man? I mean, you can't change the geographics because there's hunger, or you can't change the geographics because there's a war, man. There was First World War, Second World War. Nobody invaded and changed the cultures and destroyed the world. After the war, they made the world better.
Well,
This is upset, man. It's a peaceful times. And, man, if it would be up to me, those people that fight there in the Middle East and like bombing themselves and blowing up, I would just close completely the borders and let them do whatever they like to each other, not around the world to people. Man.
yeah, but they're human beings, man. They're women and children, and you can't.
Dude, what are you talking
They have no
about?
option.
I'm talking not to throw them in jail. I'm wherever they are born there. It's your destiny to be born there.
So to be so unlucky to be born in a place that, you know, it's just a so unlucky place. Somewhere in Congo, you are born in Congo, you have no chance.
And there's happy people in Congo, man, and you are unlucky. You're unlucky, unhappy right now because you have to go to a job.
That's why I said I
hour.
have to go to this job, man. I have to
And
do
you
it. There is
complaining,
no,
you're unlucky.
there's no
So
option.
how can you put that guy from Congo here in a suit to do your job, and he's gonna be unhappy and stuff like that? Same thing, man. It's not about happiness, it's from inside, man. I'm talking about
Yeah, but you say
can't
closing borders. That was the subject. I mean, you can't just close borders.
closing borders.
You can just ban
yes.
this guy. You can just commit assassinations on a territory of Great Britain if you are Russian. You know, I mean, these people, they send poisoning materials on England, man.
Oh my God, this is somehow you get in the yesterday news always, man. This is like months and months ago, man. This happened. The people found some material.
Some
man.
people, they just died recently again. They found a
two
bottle
people
with
found-
poison.
Yeah, don't touch bottles with poison. But they don't even know. They still are looking into it. They don't even know what they did now.
What do you mean, don't touch bottle? The woman found a bottle with the Russian agent poison. And
Yeah.
she said, what the hell is this in this bottle? She opened the bottle and then she died.
Yeah, but why you opening the bottle? You pick up shit from the streets, from the finding things? Do you go walk and pick up things, man?
Well, can you imagine?
You teach your kids not to touch things, man.
A man finds 25 million year old teeth belonging to a shark, twice the size of the great white. 25 million years old shark, man.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Is this teeth gonna beat somebody? No, this teeth is just gonna have a price on it of millions of dollars over crap, man. Somehow we price the things that are worth nothing at some high level, and then we price the human life or price the talented people or anything else on zero.
Mm-hmm.
It's messed up, man. We can price a painting, man, at $150 or $200 million, and then you could buy 1,000 homes, and then you have people that it's just wrong.
Yeah, well,
And
that's
the
what we're
shark
discussing. The wealth is not distributed, man, on a planet to all the people, you know, to make sure all the people have something, food, something where to sleep, at least like the minimum, you know, should be guaranteed, man. I mean, we are all on this planet. I mean, this is a dream. But some people want to have servants. Like if you're rich, you wanna have a driver, you wanna have a slave, basically.
I have relatives, man. I have friends and I have relatives that have that, man. They have the cleaning personnel, they have the drivers, they have that, man. That's nothing wrong with that, man. If you success and you can pay this, and nothing wrong with that, man.
No.
There's couple kingdoms in Africa. They have so much money that even their cleaning personnel and their slaves drives Mercedes and expensive cars. Everybody in the cheapest car in the kingdom is a Mercedes, and that's for slaves, for the beds to it. So where you have an idea, man, there is enough money. It's just people like keeping people poor and other people rich, and that's it. It's the economy.
Yeah. 2018 is shaping up to be the 4th hottest year. So the world is getting hotter. No more crops. It looks like the world is like a disaster, like in a medieval age. When you're looking at the news, I mean, I'm just pulling up the news, man, and it's only disaster after disaster.
Because, as I told you, man, this negativity on this world, negative news sells, man. These people cannot go positive about anything. Look, the home mortgages percentage fall. You can buy yourself a cheap now a home, pay less to the bank. There's many positive things every day that comes up, man. The sun comes up this morning.
Yeah.
That's a positive thing. The people have jobs. That's a positive thing, man. You know, there's many positive things around you, man, everywhere. So they have to just produce more negative news, man. That's how they keep the people angry, negative, and poor, man.
Yeah.
By bringing more and more negativity, man.
Negativity. Rate of babies born to opioid addicted mothers quadruples. Babies born addicted.
It's another negative news, man.
Another one. Yeah, that's what I found. I mean, there was nothing positive, like to say, okay, man, we're gonna do a podcast. I'm gonna feel positive. I have to go 8 hours at the office, 8 hours to grind right now, to a job that I don't want to do. I'm a filmmaker. I want to do filmmaking. I don't want to. But I gotta grind this one. I don't have.
You're negative too, man. You're negative too
Yeah,
right now.
and then I look on a show to make a positive show. You told me good news, and then I pull North Korea, the U.S. not adhering to its side of the bargain. So the North Korea is not disarming the nuclear weapons.
That's not true. That's fake news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's against president news, bad news, negative news, negative and fake news. This is
so
like
everything is okay with North Korea.
Yeah, of course it's okay, dude. You can go to work, man. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, okay.
You'll be fine, man. You'll get your paycheck.
No nuclear
you'll get,
bomb.
The food. No nuclear bomb.
Okay, I'm
man,
gonna.
you started the conversation, man, saying I gotta go to this job and I gotta do this. Even that is negative, man. You gotta think positive. I got a job to go. There's right now a lot of people who are, as we speak, searching for a job and filling out applications and can get a job. And I know it's not what you love to do, but man, it's a job and nobody's holding you. You can quit anytime. You can let go and not complain about the job.
I know.
You know?
Luckily today is Friday. I do 8 hours at the desk and then I'm back, and it's gonna be Saturday, Sunday, boring 2 days, and then Monday start again, hopefully.
Yeah.
A devastating scenario in Brazil is set a new record for homicides. 63,000 deaths in Brazil, man.
That's a year, probably.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's one death is one too much.
Well,
It's
yeah.
just a continuous
Man,
of news that's just horrible news. France,
Yeah.
1,600 evacuated as flash floods threaten campsites. Another good news. In France, they have water problem.
Yeah.
And in China, man, now. China, you know, they had that law where you couldn't make babies. You could make only one baby. Now, they're releasing They let have people 3 babies, 3 Chinese babies.
Yeah, good.
So
Let them have the babies, man. Let them have the babies.
it is the year of the pig in China, and many social media users question that the government is loosening the restrictions, and that could be imminent because the government released a stamp showing a couple pig with 3 piglets, 3 little pigs. So that means they're gonna let the Chinese people to have 3 little babies. I don't know why they did with the piglets like this, the Chinese government. I find it a little bit offensive to the population. What, the children?
Because to you, because to you, Europeans, Romanian, Russians, they say you a pig, or even Americans. Chinese don't have that phrase. Like, you a pig, that means you dirty. Chinese like pigs. Chinese think pigs are clean and good. And I went to a wedding right now that was Chinese in Canada and Toronto, and they had a fried pig, the whole pig fried. It's a symbol before the wedding to eat that pig.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, maybe because it was the year of the... I don't understand why, but it tastes good. I had a piece of that fried pig. It was good.
I was listening to some science, BBC Science, and they were talking, man, right now there is a race of pigs they Chinese love to buy, Chinese and Japanese, and that could be a good business. It's like a special pig. They love it. Yeah. So that's what's happening, man. Because I was thinking, man, maybe I should raise pigs.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I would do, at this point, I would do anything just to get away from this job, to just do something I love. I love doing this podcast. Like, if I can do this podcast every morning, as bad as it is, that's an achievement. Apple runs into another embarrassing issue with the MacBook Pros. You imagine you pay $2,000 to $3,000 on a Mac, and then when you listen to your movie, or your editing, you hear a crackling sound.
Yeah.
So they have a problem, man. Since that guy died at Apple and this other guy took over, I don't know what's going on.
I think the Russian interference.
Yeah. Facebook is running out of time to rebuild his reputation. I guess Facebook is losing his reputation, man. Facebook should be regulated, then.
What do you mean?
Regulated by the government, because it's too powerful.
No, I disagree. I disagree. So what? You create a powerful company and then government has to jump in and take it over, take it from you? No.
No.
They created a very successful company who became very expensive and rich, and now they're gonna dictate this. It's not fair to anybody in this country, to any businessman. So then nobody's gonna want to create successful companies. This is what's happening in some other countries, man. It becomes success and people come and take it over, and it's just not right. I think if you would come up with successful production company or anything, and somebody would take it over and kick you out, that's what kind of they did to this Weinstein guy too. This is stupid, but whatever. They lost it, they sold it, I don't know.
Well, Facebook is it's now man, the Russians with the thing, with all these people believing.
That's another stupid thing, man. This is ridiculous.
People believe bullshit on internet, so that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's why they ban Alex Jones, and what can you do? Mike Pence, the vice president, he is going in space, man. He's the leader for Space Force. So now United States gonna have a space force. So like you said, we don't have enough food to feed the people in Africa. Immigration, wars. These guys, they're going to space.
Well, maybe they think they're gonna find more food in space and bring it to Earth.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, a lot of food research was developed in space, believe it or not. Science.
Yeah, they're gonna plant some potatoes, tomatoes, and stuff
Yeah.
in space and let them grow there and harvest there, man.
Yeah, man, we have the last 6 minutes, 8 minutes of the show.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was a
That's right,
pleasure
bro.
having you this morning again. And we had Elias
Yeah.
also early
Yeah.
on a call. That was great. And seems like I ran out of the news. I think I have only one more last piece. It's about Nicki Minaj. I don't even know who this is, this lady.
It's a rapper. I like her. She's good. She's good rapper, and I like her. I like her personality. She's very spicy. She's very nice.
She's dropping an album.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right,
She's
man.
like,
And with that, I want to thank you very much for being on the show. Producer Vitaliy Versace, directly from Hollywood.
Yeah.
Please watch Born Into Mafia 2, a movie where Vitaliy Versace has. You have one scene in it, the movie, correct?
I think so. One or two. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's with Jeff the Drunk from the Howard Stern Show. I have directed the film. Maybe you guys can watch it, make me a millionaire, so I can quit my 9 to 5 job. Actually, it's 10 to 7. So we have this show going in the morning, hopefully every morning if I wake up and I'm okay. Broadcasting from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Eastern time.
Eastern time,
5 a.m. to 6 a.m. LA time.
New York. As now I'm stuck here on East Coast for another 3 months. Hopefully after 3 months I'll go to California or whatever is gonna happen, I don't know. So solve my things here, go to work 10 to 7, grind the podcast here with Mr. Versace every morning if we can, have some fun, read some news, hopefully be better prepared for the show, right? With something.
Alright, guys. Thank you, guys. It's beautiful Friday. Have a nice weekend, everyone. And God bless you tomorrow on the show. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump and every American. God bless this world, man.
Yeah.
Help Casey Affleck and everybody to go through this crap that they are going through, unfortunately. Smile. It's a beautiful sunny day. Alright,
Yeah.
guys. Have a
Casey-
beautiful day. God bless.
Casey, we wish him luck. I mean, he's a talented individual, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Versace. Talk to you tomorrow morning.
Alright, bye-bye.
So, that was Mr. Versace. That was your host, George Anton. And I will see you tomorrow on a new George Anton and Vitaliy Versace podcast. Have a wonderful day. 9 a.m. New York.